I've recorded every one of my son's basketball games since he was 5. Last night, he handed me a USB drive and said, "You should watch this one alone." Caleb just turned 16. He's been on the varsity team for 2 years now, riding the bench every single game. Not because he's bad. I've watched him sink 3-pointers in the driveway for hours after practice. His form is textbook. His percentage in scrimmages is better than half the starting lineup, but Coach Hendricks keeps him benched every game. Fourth quarter garbage time if we're lucky. I've been recording since Caleb was 5 years old. Pee Wee League games where they didn't keep score. Middle school tournaments in gymnasiums that smelled like floor wax and pepperoni pizza. Freshman year when he finally made varsity as a sophomore. Every single game, I'm there in the bleachers with my camera. Sometimes I'm the only parent who stayed for the whole thing. Other dads leave at halftime when their kid comes out, but I stay. I film the whole game, even when Caleb doesn't play. My ex-wife used to say I was obsessed. Maybe I was. After the divorce, this became our thing. He'd sit on the bench, I'd film. After every game, we'd watch the footage together. He'd break down plays, point out what he'd do differently. "One day, coach will see it," he'd say. That day never came. Last night, Caleb walked into my room holding a small USB drive. His face was blank. Not sad, not angry, just empty. "Dad," he said, "you should watch this one alone." "What is it?" "Just watch it." He left before I could ask anything else. I plugged the drive into my laptop. The folder was labeled Timeouts, Junior Year. Inside were dozens of video files, all of them short, 30 seconds, maybe a minute. I clicked the first one. The angle was low, shaky. Caleb must have propped his phone against his water bottle on the bench. The timestamp said October 15th, early season. The team was huddled during a timeout. Coach was drawing up a play. You could hear him talking, but the important part wasn't what he was saying. It was what happened after. One of the starters, Bryce, the point guard, leaned toward another kid and said, "Why is his dad even here? Caleb never plays." The other kid, Dominic, laughed. Probably thinks filming makes him useful or something. They both looked at the camera in the stands, at me, and laughed. Coach Hendricks was right there. He heard it, didn't say a word. I clicked the next video. Different game, same thing. "Your dad's like those divorced dads at McDonald's playgrounds," Bryce said. "Just there, watching, kinda sad." Dominic nearly spit out his Gatorade laughing. Video after video, game after game, the same comments, sometimes worse. "Does your dad know you're not actually on the team? Like emotionally? Bet he tells people you're a starter. Someone should tell him he can just stay home." Every single time, Coach Hendricks was within earshot. Every single time, he did nothing. The last video was dated 3 days ago. The team was in the locker room after a loss. Caleb had the phone hidden in his gym bag. Bryce kicked a bench. "We wouldn't have lost if Coach actually played people who deserved it." Dominic looked directly at Caleb. "No offense, man, but why are you even here? You're taking up a roster spot." Coach Hendricks walked in right then. Bryce and Dominic went quiet. "Anything you want to say, Caleb?" Coach asked. Caleb's voice was so quiet I almost couldn't hear it. "No, sir." "Good. See you at practice Monday." The video ended. I didn't sleep that night. The next morning, I drove straight to the school. Practice hadn't started yet. I found Coach Hendricks in his office drinking coffee and looking at his phone. I knocked. Didn't wait for him to invite me in. "We need to talk." He looked up. "About? You let them mock my kid for 2 years while I filmed every game, while he worked harder than anyone on that team." Hendricks set his coffee down. "Boys talk trash. It's part of sports." He recorded it. Everything they said, everything you ignored. His face changed then, just slightly. "What do you want? Let him play. One game. A real game. Not garbage time." He leaned back in his chair. "This is the playoffs. I can't just one game, or I send every video to the athletic director and the school board." Hendricks stared at me for a long time. Then he nodded once. "Championship game. Saturday. He'll get his minutes." That Saturday, the gym was packed. 6 minutes into the second quarter, Caleb checked in, hands shaking. First possession, Bryce ignored him. Caleb stole the ball, drained a 3. Second possession, same thing. Third, he drove baseline, laid it in over 2 defenders. By halftime, 19 points. By the third, 31. We won by 17. After the buzzer, Caleb handed me his soaked jersey. Across the 12, for the dad who showed up when no one else saw me. I still have the jersey.